More Canada's Walk of Fame starts right now.
To make our next presentation, we have a true Renaissance woman. She's a singer, actress, host, and activist. Her Kumbaya Festival has raised over $1 million for people living with HIV/AIDS. And in 2007, she was made an Officer of the Order of Canada. Please welcome a Juno Award winner, the multi-talented Molly Johnson.
With great pleasure, I'm here to introduce you to Lawrence Hill. He's a great teller of Canadian stories, an important voice on our cultural landscape, very heady stuff. Lawrence's latest book, which I could not wrestle out of my mother's hands this morning, it's about long distance running and sometimes singing while you run. Lawrence paints us a picture of the immigrant, the loneliness, the isolation, the redemption, the joy of long-distance running. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames and messieurs, my buddy, my pal, Lawrence Hill. It's my great pleasure to introduce you to my very dear friend, Lawrence Hill.
Molly Johnson, thank you so very much. Thank you for your art and for sharing your own
Thank you.
artistic beauty with the world. Fellow inductees, Walk of Fame, my wife Miranda and daughters Beatrice and Carolyn. I'm so honored to be here. And I have to tell you that, as you know from watching that little video, I'm the son of American immigrants. And probably you mostly know that most self-respecting immigrants to Canada don't exactly want to see their son or daughter become a novelist. They're looking for doctors, lawyers, architects, engineers, anything that they hope will insulate their children from the economic, social, racial vicissitudes that they fled in the countries that they left. So you can well imagine that my father was not totally pleased to see his first son become a singer-songwriter, see me move into literature. My mother, equally concerned, has a little quote on our refrigerator door. It's still there today from the American novelist Philip Roth. And that quote says, "When a writer is born into a family, that family is finished." When I began to write the Book of Negroes, I came up with that first line from Aminata Diallo, "I seem to have trouble dying." Once I found that line of this old woman, "I seem to have trouble dying," I found a way into a story that we really had forgotten in Canada and elsewhere in the world, the story of the Black loyalists who moved from Africa to the Deep South, to New York City, to Nova Scotia, and then back to Africa, insisting always on their freedom. And I felt so proud to try to inhabit that story in the voice of a girl and a woman, and to give voice to a person who's often faceless. The slave is a person whose humanity we tend to forget. And I tried to go there again in writing The Illegal, to try to write about one of the many people we see on the run today, a refugee who's not wanted in the country in which he's hiding, a refugee who's had to flee for his life. This one happens to be an elite marathoner who could no longer think about marathoning for the Olympics because his life has been engulfed in ethnic genocide. He has to run, as so many do in the world today. So I seek to give voice to the voiceless, and to give faces to those who are faceless, and to give heart to those who are dispossessed. And I'm so honored to be a writer, and I tell all people, young and old, that if they're looking for their heart and looking to express themselves on the page, to find something specific, something immediate, something personal, and to go there and to hope that that will unveil a sort of universal appeal for readers. So I thank you so much for honoring me and for honoring writers, and I want to, again, extend a special thanks to my family. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so very much. Good night.
Thank you to our national sponsors.